A restaurant can have a line out the door, book every table, and sell out of food every night, yet still go bankrupt. The risk is often hidden in the menu pricing. Most operators rely on gut instinct or look at a single overall food cost percentage. To find the actual profit on every dish, a chef has to sit down with a calculator and process stacks of paper invoices. This comparison between a premium grilled salmon and a standard margarita pizza shows how easily that data is missed. The salmon has a $28 ticket price and costs $9 to make, leaving $19 in profit per plate. The pizza sells for $15 and costs $3.75, yielding an $11.25 profit. The salmon looks better on a per-plate basis, but when you factor in volume, the numbers shift. Selling 120 orders of salmon brings in $2,280 in profit. But if you sell 350 pizzas in that same month, that cheaper dish generates nearly $4,000. These are two distinct metrics. Contribution margin is the dollar amount an individual dish generates after raw costs. Sales mix is the frequency at which that dish is ordered compared to everything else on the menu. Tracking these numbers is difficult because ingredient prices change constantly. A dish that turns a profit on Monday might be priced too low by Friday. Keeping up with those shifting costs manually requires hours of data entry that few chefs can afford. Success in the restaurant industry depends on executing dynamic math, yet many operators remain stuck with static paperwork. The menu engineering matrix simplifies this by plotting every item into 4 categories based on popularity and profit: stars, plowhorses, puzzles, and dogs. Stars are the reliable drivers, the items that are both high profit and high popularity. These dishes are vulnerable to invisible, creeping price hikes on raw ingredients that slowly erode your profit margins over time. To protect these items, Jelly's automated system scans incoming invoices and sends supplier alerts the moment a vendor raises a price. This allows a chef to see the change instantly and protect the margin. Then there are the Plowhorses. These dishes are popular but have low profit margins. The strategy here is to improve the margin from the inside by adjusting portion sizes or swapping in comparable, less expensive ingredients. When those swaps happen, the recipe costing tool updates the true cost of the dish. It automatically accounts for yields and wastage, completely removing the tedious need for any manual calculations by the kitchen staff. Managing high-volume dishes effectively requires detecting changes in raw costs the moment they happen, then adjusting the recipes to maintain the bottom line. Puzzles are items with excellent profit margins that guests simply aren't ordering enough of. To move these, operators use menu psychology to drive demand. Eye tracking shows guests look at the center of a menu first, then the top right and left. This golden triangle increases a puzzle's visibility. Other tactics include removing currency symbols and using descriptive language to increase the dish's perceived value. Then there are the dogs, the unpopular low-profit items. The single most effective strategy for these underperforming dishes is to brutally remove them from the menu entirely. Keeping a dog on the menu requires prepping ingredients that aren't selling. This creates dead inventory in the walk-in, tying up cash and leading to avoidable food waste. Jelly's stock counting and supply ordering apps allow chefs to input quantities and see the exact value of that dead inventory, helping them cut waste from future orders. Ultimately, a truly profitable menu requires the psychological finesse to sell puzzles and the data-backed decision to eliminate dogs completely. Menu engineering is an ongoing discipline. Ingredient costs and guest habits change, so the menu has to change with them. The difficulty is that this requires perfect daily data. Manual invoice entry makes this level of frequency nearly impossible for a working kitchen. Human AI technology handles this by extracting data directly from vendor invoices, which removes the burden of manual processing. This system captures raw sales figures and vendor invoice costs to generate real-time margin tracking and actionable insights. For decades, operators ran kitchens on blind instinct. Real-time data extraction lets them see exactly how much each plate contributes to the bottom line. By automating the tedious math, the menu remains aligned with actual supplier costs, giving chefs the time to focus on the food instead of the paperwork.